my conversation with Gil Winch, the author of this book, Winning with Underdogs. Let me get it out of the light there. He shares at the very end, and in our conversation, in the end of his book, 3 different options or 3 different action steps. The first is being transparent about DEI. What's really going on? We'll talk about that in a moment. The next is have reserved employment for opportunity derived, special places that people can excel with whatever limitations or restrictions they have. And then the last one is have a corporate culture of caring. I'm going to go back to the first. It's where I started off the week talking about DEI is broken. And the first step that he shares and we talked about is being transparent. He'd love to see organizations just label, these are the general makeup of the people in our organization. This is their race. This is their religion. This is their sexual orientation. This is their ability level, however you want to describe that label, what they make up an organization. See, one of the great arguments that Gil makes, and after listening to this and understanding, kind of wrestling with this myself, it's a topic that's kind of difficult to talk about, but yet I love his example, and I shared it the other day about the bouncer at the club. See, until we have real transparency, we don't never see inclusion. That's my thought of the day. Transparency is the solution to inclusion. It's not being exclusive by trying to bring more people in. It's just being transparent. Because this is what I know. And this is what I believe, and this is a thought of mine. Metrics are not decision tools. They're not. But they are directional indicators. I've learned about this. I just got done reading one of my favorite books. It's called Deadfall by Brad Thor. It's a series about this individual. His name's Scott Harvath. He's a former Navy SEAL. He's an operative. And he's in this story, he talks about shooting this machine gun. And every 5th round it lights up as it flies and trace around so you can figure out where the weapon is shooting. And I believe that is a prime example of this. When we have metrics of the makeup of our organization, then can we use it as a directional indicator, not to say, oh, the metrics show X, Y, and Z, so we need to change it and adjust who we're letting into the club. No, we just need to say, hey, let's have the right mission in the values, and let's reserve employment for people that can be there. Let's care. Let's see values in people and not necessarily always the skills without the attributes. Because if we do those things, I believe over time, the metrics will show that we're going in the right direction of being more inclusive. Because I know from Gil's example, if our solution to inclusion is to be more exclusive, it doesn't work. I hope you got value from that. I hope you got tremendous value if you listen to the podcast, or if you're going to at some point, I encourage you. It's worth a great listen and a tremendous story about underdogs that I'm thankful to know. Thanks for being here. I'll catch you next week.